everybody, welcome. Today we're going to cook eggs. I know that sounds very simple, but the way we're going to cook it is really the classical way. It's the French scrambling, soft scrambling if you would. It's the basic of all culinary skill sets that you're going to take on. In fact, when you go stage for a chef, they'll ask you to scramble eggs. And from that, your scrambled eggs, it will determine if you have a job or not. And this is still true, still holds true to this day. Eggs, in a sense, it's classical and it's foundational in the fact that it binds a lot of sauces. And if you look at cross-culturally, it's one of the rare food ingredients that doesn't get banned, unlike pork or cattle or other animal products. And some vegetarians will actually think it's a safe vegetarian product because is it an animal product or is it just a popular protein? So that said, we really focus on using farm eggs, very organic. You have a very beautiful European style butter. The salt is taken from, it's sea salt, right? Taken off of rocks, and I use the little peppers. So starting off with the eggs, how we like to do it is cook it very slowly. And the reason why we do it slowly is to draw out the flavor slowly and not cook it off so quickly. One of the biggest mistakes for a lot of young chefs is that we tend to cook so quickly that we cook off the flavor. So two kinds of heat that we work with. One is direct heat. As you can see here, it's very difficult. It's very hot and it's going to cook off the eggs very quickly. So what we like to do is induce it by using a little plate, and it ducts the heat, spreads the heat out, and cooks it at a slower pace. So we start with the eggs. Here you have the eggs. Now, a common mistake a lot of people do is they'll crack the egg on the edge. By doing so on the edge, what you create is a lot of char pieces, which will obviously fall back into your pan. So what I like to do is crack it on a flat surface, and you get that beautiful clean break, you see? So let's go ahead and drop it in. Okay. Continue to do that. Flat surface. Voila. Flat surface. Okay. And this is a nub of butter. You're looking at maybe a tablespoon, so it doesn't really interfere with it. So at this point, let's go ahead and start scrambling. What I like to do is just move your spoon. And I like to use wood and any natural product as it gets to, because I don't want it reacting with any of the food. As you can see, it's starting to coagulate very quickly. So I remove it from the heat. So find yourself a nice little spot. Just continue. And you can see now it's starting to coagulate really well. And at one point, you want to stop it now. What's happening is there is residual heat left in the pan. And that residual heat will cook off the eggs ever more so. So that's it. Take it off the heat. As you can see now, it even starts to lose its gleam. And at this point is when I salt the eggs. Now, there's a lot of questions why and when do you salt eggs and at what point. If you salt it too early, what happens is it changes the composition of the eggs and it'll make it watery. The salt will draw out a lot of moisture. So I like to do it at the end. Beautiful. And it should have this cottage cheese-like texture, as you can see now. There you go. I'd like to finish it off with just a touch of maybe pepper. I think pepper is beautiful because it's great for circulation and helps with inflammation of the body. And that's it for cooking eggs today. Thanks for having us.